Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your new moon in Leo reading. The new moon on the 4th is going to focus on the area of your family, your domestic environment, perhaps your history or your story. Um, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, know that the information that you need is in the description box below. I am so grateful to be here. I am appreciative of your presence. So let's get started, Taurus, with your overall energy for the King of Wands. The King of Wands is describing an incredible amount of energy, enthusiasm, inspiration with which you are approaching your life right now. You are full of confidence. This is a confidence that springs from your inspiration, your feeling of being in control and open to all new experiences of exploration, growth, and movement. You're not sitting still here with a sense of stability or security. You are moving forward in pursuit of your best life. And the 10th house, the house of your social identity, the way that others see you. We have the Four of Wands, and this is describing you being in active communication and agreement with others about building a strong social and emotional foundation. This is actually a celebration. You can be celebrating your own growth, the growth of others in your community, and you could be recognizing a portal of opportunity for greater abundance. This is a blessing. For many of you, this is the traditional celebrations of graduation, of marriage, of any gateway through an altered or an elevated environment where you are working with others to create growth and value. You're building things together out of your sense of inspiration, abundance in the world. In the first house, your perspective is reflected again by the Page of Wands. There's a lot of growth energy here. The color green is about the heart chakra, and this is really where you're coming from your heart. You're not overthinking anything. You're really moving from your place of strength, from your gifts. And as a result of this empowered sense, the celebration of your life as it is in this moment, you are willing to do things differently. You're starting fresh. The sense of a fresh beginning is empowering you to know that you can look at new ways to do things. You can open up to a brighter, more positive, optimistic perspective on anything you undertake. There isn't the skepticism or the cynicism that may have colored your actions in the past. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your family, your personal history, we have the Five of Wands. And this is describing how you're working with others, how you're changing the way that you work with others. This is interesting because it's defining your acceptance of your team, your circle, your friendships, your family members in a way that allows you to feel that things can improve, things can change, that you can work together with the best intentions. Again, another wands, another color green, describing again your heart chakra, that all things can change through your intentions, through your desire to express yourself fully and honestly, and yet to be in consideration of the needs and expression of others so that you can collaborate, truly collaborate in your efforts to make changes, particularly around your home, around your family relationships, perhaps around a pet project that revolves or operates within your home. There's a sense that you can together make changes that are for the benefit of others, and learn new things along the way. In the seventh house, the house of your significant relationships, we have the Six of Wands. So far, we're all wands. We're all about growth. We're all about being inspired, moving from a place of connection, of commitment, to whatever work is required in that connection, to the task that you share, that everyone does their part. And in particular, the part that you execute, the tasks you undertake with such diligence and a sense of integrity, it is recognized by the team as you elevate the work of this team, this project, to a higher level. You're not taking individual credit for that. You're recognizing that your team is loving you for the work that you do. Your relationships are recognizing the commitment, the value you bring to the team and your hard work. And this, more than any reward, in addition to making your project more successful, is really filling you with a sense of being seen that you long for. You are being seen in the most positive light. Others are seeing you as happier, more diligent, more committed, more willing to negotiate with others, to grow together. If this reading is resonating for you so far, Taurus, please like this video. Please share it with others. Subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is so appreciated. I love the support I receive from you. And I pulled the tarantula. And the key word here is cosmic connection. And that is already reflected in this reading, where the heart chakra, the energy of your central chakra, is radiating throughout your life, through your social connections, and through your own core of power. Use your intuition. All things are connected, so be more aware of your surroundings. Work while you wait. And from the Hummingbird Oracle, I have pulled delicate balance. Interesting. Simply because the heart chakra is really at the center, and it really does equate to this access that is about our own core of power, our own divine guidance and purpose in interaction with others. Allow the delicious nectar of life to bring you back to your center. I'm going to clarify the Page of Wands with the Five of Swords in your second house and the Two of Cups in your third house. There is a backstory to this desire to grow, to express yourself naturally, to build on your phenomenal creative gifts. The Five of Swords is describing a sense of self-doubt that may have in the past motivated you to assert yourself in a rather forceful way in the past, as a way of covering up for the insecurities that you felt. This is describing these insecurities perhaps as the result of the way you've been unfairly criticized, ignored, not taken seriously, and that has internalized within you to a sense of inadequacy, not quite having enough, not quite knowing enough. And that has been part of, in some ways, the motivation to get out there and open yourself up to learning a new way to be, to let yourself release these old stories, these old relationships where you were found wanting, and to really move towards this deeper connection with yourself. This deeper connection in the third house is describing what you're looking for, how you're allowing yourself to learn and grow by connecting to your higher self, You are validating your right to pursue your dreams. You're choosing yourself. You're respecting your gifts and your values, your talents. And you are understanding that as a result of that, you're able to connect more deeply with those that are similarly aligned. You want to surround yourself with people, with conversations, with people who are on the path of their greater fulfillment, because that is how you finally are seeing yourself on the path to your greater fulfillment, knowing that you are whole within yourself, that you don't need others to validate you. Rather, you are connecting with others who are similarly respecting themselves, setting clear boundaries, pursuing the things that they truly know that they are capable of. This is honoring your potential, not shying away from it, not feeling like you can't do it. You can't have the things you want. You certainly can. And you now are feeling that in your heart as you come to a place of this deeper respect and deeper connection. In the fourth house, the Five of Wands is clarified by the Lord of Jades in the fifth house and the Six of Jades in the sixth house. The Lord of Jades is really about the practical value and attention to your security and stability. You are naturally a hard worker, Taurus. You have accumulated whatever value, possessions, stability on your own terms. In many cases, by yourself. You've taken full responsibility for your experiences. And this has led you to find value in working hard, in investing in yourself, and in coming to a place of some kind of generosity, particularly with children, grandchildren, lovers, friends. You are learning to share what you have an excess of. That generosity can be sharing the way that you work, sharing how you have earned what you've earned, allowing others to appreciate what you have built up for yourself. And that in and of itself gives you a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation that you're actively participating in an abundant, privileged life. It's not about what you own or what you have. It's about the recognition that you are coming from a place of great privilege, of being in an environment where the quality of your life reflects your intention. The Six of Jades is underscoring the way in which you've learned to build value in your relationships. This has to do with all exchanges of energy, including money. You're crystal clear and conscious that all exchanges arise from clear agreements, where the terms of exchange are spelled out. This is not as a result of any hostility, but more of a recognition that you have tended to be an overgiver. You have often worked harder and given more than what was required of you or expected, but that was with the hope of a return. And you're protecting yourself from that now. You recognize that people can't read your mind and that you have to ask for what you expect in return. You're certainly willing to do the work. You've demonstrated that over and over again. You're a hard worker, but you've learned that you need to negotiate your value and that you can do that. And you can always say no if the terms aren't met to your satisfaction. It's always your choice. It's never something that you have to do. This is all about choice, and this relates to your relationships as well. You need not accept treatment or a regard that does not respect who you are and the effort you make. That also refers to your partners, the people you work with that are around you in your everyday environment, that you would not treat others a way in which you would not want to be treated. There's a great deep sense of balance here. The Six of Wands in the seventh house is clarified by the Ace of Swords in the eighth house and the Eight of Swords in the ninth house. Many of the truths that you are experiencing, many of the ideas that are circulating around have caused a sense of pressure in your past. You are keenly aware of what others expect, what others want, what others demand. And I dare say that you worked for a long time to comply with that. In many cases, not believing you had a choice. What's changing about that is this sense of illumination that, in fact, you pick and choose your relationships. You pick and choose your goals, the things you work towards. It is your choice based on your need, your truth, your understanding of what is reciprocal, what is fair, what is balanced. No one else gets to choose but you, because you have worked hard when it hasn't been clear. The Eight of Swords here in the ninth house indicates the sense of anxiety that still circulates when you think about the things you've yet to explore, the things you would like to do, the direction you would like to move in. There's still a sense of worry about details, concerns that are as much about others' needs as they are about your own. So as you become aware, this can also produce restless dreams, difficulty sleeping, a lot of information while you're sleeping, but a lot of worry and a focus on relaxation. You know the anecdote for this. And that is so much of why you are inspired to move towards things that feel good to you, because you're countering this oppression of other people's labeling and expectation of you. It comes from an old place, and it comes from a place of being in your head, overthinking things, ideas circulating, almost a feeling of not having any control over that. And you are counteracting that through this sense of control. I choose. The 10th house, Four of Wands, is clarified by the Temperance card in the 11th house and the Hermit card in the 12th house. Your life is about balance right now. This is the first major arcana card that has emerged. This is about a lifelong habit, practice of balancing out your needs with the conditions of your reality. This has been a long, patient slog for you, so that you have had to learn patience, because your gifts are so readily available and obvious to you, and quite possibly to others. But as a result of that, this has been a long process of you being realistic about what you have and what you can do at any moment, working that throughout the years, throughout your experiences, so that you can maximize a place where you are free to give your talents and evaluate what success looks to you now. When you started on your journey, you may have had an idea, uh, an expectation of what your life would be, what you would be doing, who you would know. And that has turned out to have eluded you, in part because the expectation was not yours. You were absorbing, conditioned by a culture. We all do it. We all experiencing it. If I do this, then I'll get this. Everybody says so. Look at all those people. That's what happened to them. But each of us have our own reality, our own set of goals and expectations, our own path, our own purpose. And as you have worked towards the things that have value and meaning for you, the expression of your own gifts, you've learned that your value, your picture of success is unique to you, your purpose. And you're finding that purpose now. You're finding that balance in your life, that you're able to share your gifts and receive the value of that back. Ultimately, this is a time of you cultivating your own authority, pulling in to a space where you can respect your teachers, your mentors, your guides. Seek the information from within that is valuable to you from those who know what your purpose is. They can be guides, they can be friends, they can be old teachers, they can be a relative that is passed on. They can be deity, whatever energy that resonates with your sense of your right to be who you are. And that is unique. Taurus, I'm going to finish up this reading with a yogic path oracle and hope this has been of value to you. I am pulling Parvati. I'm always happy to pull a card that I haven't pulled before. And I'm also hoping that this reading is resonating for you, that you're finding some value here. Parvati is the goddess of devotion, love, and yoga. You pull upon Parvati when you've taken immense action toward becoming your highest self. In Hindu mythology, Parvati was in love with unattainable Shiva, who was deep in the mountains practicing yoga and detached from the material world. She knew he needed the feminine to bring him down to earth, but he was totally inaccessible. Instead of begging and pleading, Parvati decided to become her highest self and seek enlightenment through yoga. Her family objected, saying women cannot become yogis, but she headed to the mountains anyway, where she stood in a frigid stream balancing on one leg for uncountable months or years. Eventually, Shiva felt her immense energy and fell in love with her because of her strength and determination. Parvati represents commitment to practice, unbreakable willpower, and the power of self-transformation. Continue your journey toward enlightenment. This resonates so beautifully with Taurus energy right now. A story for all of us. Thank you so much. Until next time, namaste.